How's it going, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here. It's 9 o'clock. So we're going to talk movies, entertainment, and probably no Snyder Cut because, maybe if someone brings it up, if it's interesting, but it's never really interesting. I don't know, nerd. As usual, I got my man, Darth Daddy Longa in the house. How you doing, brother?
All right, brother. How about you?
Very good. We got John, Nerd Reactor.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm making an earlier experience. Making the experience early. I don't know how to put it. But he's here early because usually he's here a little later. Is Hollywood Purgatory Jeffrey Harris.
You're welcome for having me. The pleasure is all yours.
Yeah, we kind of felt like we wanted a train wreck early, so we brought you in, Jeffrey.
I'm digging John's background. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Are you like tweaking it all the time?
I just tweaked it when you did that little intro.
No, it looks better. Like the background. I mean, dude, when you first started doing this, it was all like faded out and stuff. Stimulus check money by you on the camera or what?
I had a Star Wars background. That's why it tends to fade. Things.
Star Wars background.
I don't know where I'm going with that.
I mean, I can change mine at a click. I mean, I can just change mine. Like
Shut up, Lunga.
I mean, I can even go to like the blue light. I can get some blue lights going.
Can you do some romantic lighting?
Well, isn't that what the embers are? That's kind of romantic. It's like a fire going in.
Without the fire. Rose petals falling down.
Yep. So look, as usual, we just kind of wing it. There is news actually trickling around the internet. Believe it or not, there's a few cool things. I saw a new trailer for Saved by the Bell. It's kind of like
I have news too. If you don't have it.
Yeah. Well, no, I have news. Yeah, I have to get it on there. But, yeah, man. I always say, okay. So let's see where we start. And as always, people in the chat, if you guys want to chime in on what news you want us to talk about, go right ahead. I think I'm gonna start with Darth Daddy Longa because he just interrupted me as I was talking, so it must be really important.
That's how I roll. You should know it by now.
Yeah, I know that's how you roll. Are you ready with it? Is there
I have it up.
If there's proof of this story even being real?
It's a Variety article. So,
okay.
I'm assuming you trust Variety.
Yeah, I trust everybody.
Too much. Okay, well, it's not We Got This Covered. So it is some nerd news. Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Shining series and Bad Robot set at HBO Max. This kind of goes along with what I was talking about, how I really feel Warner Brothers is bringing him in to try to be their Feige for the DCEU. And I think this is almost kind of a setup. Again, speculation. It doesn't say that in here, but it's just my speculation. But it says HBO has handed out 3 production commitments to 1-hour dramas from Bad Robot Productions, including one set in the Justice League Dark universe. In addition, HBO Max and Bad Robot have teamed on the series Overlook, inspired by Stephen King's The Shining, and Duster, an original drama co-written by LaToya Morgan and Bad Robot's J.J. Abrams. All 3 shows will be executively produced by J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot's head of television, Ben Stevenson. This name throws me for a loop. Rachel Rush Rich.
I think you did that better than I could have. So.
Bad Robot's executive vice president of television will serve as a co-executive producer. Warner Brothers Television will produce all 3 shows, while Warner Brothers International Television Distribution will be the global distributor for all 3 shows. And the 3 shows are their first television projects set up at HBO Max under Abrams and Bad Robot's mega deal with Warner Brothers, that's where the link I feel comes in at. What an amazing start to our association with the widely imaginative Bad Robot team under JJ and Katie McGrath, and said Kevin Riley, Chief Content Officer of HBO Max and President of TNT and TBS True TV. Blah, 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 blah. Warner Brothers is letting them loose on iconic IP from Stephen King and the DC Universe, and to provide more must-have programming for HBO Max. No further details are currently available about the Justice League Dark series, including which characters will be featured in the show. In the DC Comics, the team consists of members like John Constantine, Swamp Thing, Madame Xanadu, Deadman, Dr. Mist, and many others. The team was first introduced in 2011 with a live-action feature film based on the comic books, having been in the works for years. It was most recently reported in January that DC and Warner Brothers were plotting both film and television projects in Justice League Dark Universe, an animated film released in 2017 with Keanu Reeves having played Constantine in the standalone film in 2005. Then they go into the other stuff.
I want to hear it all.
Cool. You want me to read the whole thing?
Okay. Nah, it's good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so listen, I think that is great news. I know people are going to say, "Oh, but the sequel Star Wars trilogy," but it wasn't all J.J. Abrams, right? It was if they could just keep focused, if he does come in here as Foggy, he's a young guy. J.J. Abrams is a young guy. He's a young spirit. If you see him, he's very energetic. He seems really into his stuff, which is a great thing. And if it's only him and he doesn't have to answer someone that will
derail. And let's be fair, he is a big picture guy.
Yeah,
he's a big picture guy, which is what you need to be like a Kevin Feige. He's a big picture guy. As executive producer and head of creative, whatever you want to call it, he's going to hire the directors and stuff to make each individual thing. He's not going to be directing each and each one and doing the stuff he did with Star Wars. He's going to be the big picture guy for the whole thing.
Yeah, I know he's going to probably have a mystery box, but people are saying he starts a mystery box. He doesn't really have a plan to close it. But I got to be real. The mystery box in The Force Awakens, the ones that was established there, wasn't very difficult to tie up the knots there. But it's just that it got the vision, and I'm not going to call any names, got derailed because it just did. I'll go Jeffrey last. I'll go Jeffrey last with the opinion, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of this news, John?
Oh, I think I'm excited for this news. Other than, let's say, J.J. Abrams, whatever you think about Star Wars, J.J. has done a lot of great stuff on TV. And, like his credits include Westworld, Castle Rock. And I'm third season of Westworld. I'm digging where it's going so far. So imagine what they can pull off with the Justice League Dark. It's going to go crazy, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, but HBO is Warner Brothers, right? Basically. So that's a big heavyweight fighter right there. Jeffrey, what do you think?
Wait and see. We'll see how it turns out.
Not surprising.
Look,
not surprising.
Right there.
Look, it's not going to be strictly J.J. Abrams' show. A lot of other people are going to be working on it because it's going to be a TV series. I mean, look, was Lost J.J. Abrams' baby, or was it Carlton Cuse and David Lindelof? Right. It was really their show. Abrams certainly got the ball rolling, and I think Bad Robot produced Lost, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the brain trust of that show was really Cuse and Lindelof, correct? Like they were the creators.
I'm not Lost.
I'm not sure about Lost.
Well, I'm just saying.
Lost is Damon, JJ, and Jeffrey Lieber.
Abrams, maybe he'll direct the pilot for this, but chances are he's not going to be overseeing this whole show. And Bad Robot, they're all in with Warner Media right now. They signed that long-term deal, I think, last year, like a huge deal. I think Abrams was even offered more money, I think, by other companies, but I think Abrams just saw more long-term stability instead at Warner Media. There was another story on that, but
he's known for revising dead franchises.
But look, it's a TV show. It's probably Justice League Dark is probably a safer bet for TV anyway, just because these are not heavy hitters, Constantine, Zatanna, Deadman, etc. Not that couldn't make for a successful movie, but it can be you can experiment more on TV. You can be more experimental, and you can go darker. So,
Zatanna,
man, listen. She's one of my DC crushes.
I don't see this as the harbinger. I don't see this as the harbinger of Abrams being the new Feige for the DC cinematic universe.
I do.
We'll see.
Lunga, could you talk a little bit about because I'm just assuming, and sorry guys if I overstep my line here, but since Lunga and I haven't had more conversations about DC, and maybe John and Jeffrey know more than I do, because my knowledge pretty much is mostly just film and a little bit of the comics and stuff, right? Secondary comics. Lunga, could you explain to me what Zatanna's powers are exactly? Power of magic. She's a magician. Her father was a magician, something like that.
Right. Yeah, her father was a magician. And his name was also Zatanna, is what I believe what you went with. But basically, it's just magic. She's part of the whole, like, if you think of Doctor Strange, like in Marvel, you don't have many magic. You have Doctor Strange. In DC,
Right.
you have a lot of supernatural magic characters. Zatanna, Constantine, you name it. There's a whole slew of them. Dr. Fate, Spectre. But so she is.
We got a super chat by Robin. Thank you very much, Robin.
Yeah. Woo!
Thank you for supporting our channel. Is Robin the only supporter here? There's only like 2 or 3 super chats. Robin, did you get like 3 stimulus checks or something? Hey, I'm not complaining, but I got
Robin is badass for just doing that anyway. So
yeah, she's badass. She's badass. I mean, you know, man, I'm really grateful. You've been actually here since the beginning of this channel, since we started going consistently. So I really appreciate.
She stopped by in my Earthworm Jim unboxing earlier today too. So thank you for that, Robin.
Dope. And that's what we want. We want, you know, everybody here to do well. If Nerd Report could help you guys by getting a few subs, that'd be amazing. Rob, I do agree with Robin that Constantine has a big following, like really big, especially with goth people, man.
Yeah, and he wasn't originally DC. Remember,
he's not Batman. I'm sorry.
Well, it's a different kind of hero.
You know who also was in Batman? The Guardians of the Galaxy,
Batman
and he made more money than Batman v Superman.
Oh, bang bang! Shots fired.
What was that, John?
I said, you know who also was in Batman? The Guardians of the Galaxy, and they became more popular.
Yeah. You know who else is not Batman? John. He's still on the show.
Jeffrey, as a comic book fan, I love fucking Dr. Fate. Okay, he's my favorite magical.
Dr. Fate looks freaking interesting, bro.
Dude,
like,
man, you have no idea how fucking cool this character is.
Well, we saw him. I know
Dr.
you're
Fate.
not a fan. You said Smallville 3 years. They showed Dr. Fate.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, he looked with that budget, that cosplay budget.
Really good. Yeah,
he looked awesome. Like creepy, dude. Like, damn,
he's cool. He's cool as fuck. And I'll be honest with you. And me being a DC fan, Batman is one of the Holy Trinity. He's one of the top characters. I get it, and I love Batman too. Jeffrey, I would go see a Dr. Fate movie any day, as long as it's done well, any day of the week before Batman.
Okay,
so, because you're one guy.
Right? You're one guy, and you're a comic fan.
Well, what? We're nerds here, aren't we?
Yeah, but he multiplies his night if you feed him. Haven't you watched Gremlins?
Right.
I love Dr. Fate too. That doesn't, look, the Shazam movie made a fraction of that. Okay.
Perfect timing.
That's my point though. But the Shazam movie was made a drop in the bucket of what even Batman v Superman did.
But it had more of a profit margin than most movies because it was so cheap to make.
I mean,
production budget was really small.
Yep.
For a comic book movie.
Can I ask you a question? It's not anything bad. How much stock do you have in Batman versus Batman and Superman, the product?
The movie, I hated it.
But do you have okay? How much stock do you have in Marvel, like financially?
I don't have any. I have stock in Apple.
Here's the problem.
What are you trying to say?
I'm getting to that right now. Shazam may have made $5, may have made $3, may have made 800 million, may have made 1 million. I don't give a shit. The point is, when I pop that sucker into my Blu-ray,
it's fun to watch.
Smiles, bro. I don't give a fuck. It is made. That is it. It's made. That's all I care about. It is done. Flop, hit, whatever.
How cheap do you think Shazam was?
Huh?
Shazam was not a cheap movie. It was not inexpensive.
I don't care. I don't have stock in it. I don't care. That I'm paying my $20 regardless.
Okay, why are you so upset? Why are you so defensive?
Press 1 if I'm upset, ladies and gentlemen.
Press 1 if he's upset.
I'm just saying, man, I'd rather have what I'm trying to tell you, Jeffrey, is I'd rather have a good movie. I don't care how much it costs.
Okay, but this is Justice League Dark. They may do a movie later, but they're starting with a TV series for HBO Max. I'm saying a TV series is less of a risk, and you can do more. You can play around more. You can be more experimental.
Those are two different subjects, Jeffrey. Those are two different.
You can be more experimental on TV, and you can do darker storylines.
I appreciate the divergence, but those are two different topics we're talking about right now.
We could bring back that topic. We
I'm
could bring
saying, to me, we're talking about Justice League Dark becoming a TV series. I think this is probably a better format than spending 150, 200 million on making a movie.
Oh, you want to see more TV shows? Is that it?
I'm saying this is a better outlet for success for the Justice League Dark brand
Yeah.
than
I agree.
doing an overpriced movie, because movies are riskier in general.
Yeah, it's just that we were talking about like I don't know, whatever. What were we talking about?
Shazam, and yes,
Shazam's
Zatanna and
production.
Constantine are smaller names. Yes, sometimes the smaller names can, look at Doctor Strange, look at a Captain Marvel. Even look, before Iron Man came out, Iron Man was not an A-lister. I'm sorry, he wasn't.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're apologizing. No one's arguing with you.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's less of a risk.
No, yeah, it is. But
I think you guys took offense to the fact that I said Constantine and Zatanna are not heavy hitters.
We're not offended.
No.
We never thought that they were heavy hitters.
It's a debate. It's not an offense. There's two different things.
Yeah.
I want to know.
So you
Dr.
say
Fate, who would be good playing Dr.
Let me
Fate?
give you here. We'll compare Iron Man. Okay, by the numbers, Shazam production budget was $85 million, and it's
where do you get that number?
From the numbers. Where do I get? You're gonna. I'm just gonna make it up, Jeffrey. I believe your numbers. Are you just gonna doubt mine just because they're coming from
me?
You give me your numbers.
I
don't ask you where did you get those numbers. I pulled them out of my ass, Jeffrey. That's where I got them. Okay,
that's right.
Yes, that's why they stick.
Boxofficemojo.com. There you go.
Okay, but I got it from the numbers.com. All right, which is a pretty reliable.
Hold on, let me write that one down because I never heard of it.
Yeah, the numbers.com. Yeah, I'm gonna say, Lewis, you're full of shit. Anyway, production budget $85 million, and the worldwide box office was 4.3 times the production budget. That's huge, dude. I don't care any way you cut it. That's huge. Whereas Iron Man, the first movie, mind you, this was supposed to be their test, right? Before they even really got big, MCU, everything. The production budget was $186 million, and its worldwide box office was only 3 times production budget. So technically, if you want to be fair, money-wise, if you want to talk about money, Shazam won. It made more money for its production budget than Iron Man did.
Hollywood accounting. Second, Deadline says it cost $100 million before P&A. So,
but I'm going to go with the numbers.com, not Deadline.
I'm going with that Deadline. Deadline
here. Okay, here. You want to make it fair?
Course numbers.
Then go with Deadline. See how much Iron Man was. Let's see if it's the same difference.
Sure.
If it is, we're still at the same.
And then we'll move on to the subject as people want to.
It's going to take them a minute. It's going to take.
All right. In the end, what was it? Shazam made a lot of money. So
it
was a smaller character. He did well.
Yes. In the end, Jeffrey's just jealous that he wasn't one of the kids that.
And by the way, just as a add on to that, have you guys? I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of artists out there that are amazing. And I probably there may be better than this, but has anyone ever seen Alex Ross's portrayal of Shazam? Wow, man, wicked, bro, wicked. That's one thing I'm gonna be missing from Comic-Con. I'll get to the super chats in a bit, everyone. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Before we go on to Cobra Kai and the other thing, because this story right here has a lot to do with something John told me this morning, because we had a little chat on Facebook over there, and he brought up something that I'm gonna talk about here because I think he misunderstood what I was saying, but we'll get clear. We have now the ability to have members. So if you guys are interested in supporting Nerd Report, you could go down where this video is. There's a join button on the bottom right hand side. Our goal, you press join. There's different tiers. Is that how you say it, Lunga? Tiers?
Tiers,
yes,
tiers,
okay. I got it right. See, Lunga is working on my vocabulary. So there's $1.99. That's great. If you guys could do it, that'd be amazing. If you can't, man, just press like on this video. That helps a lot.
Lunga, can I say one more thing?
You are a free human being.
Hold on, Jeffrey. I'm in the middle of something. So if you guys
Lewis said no.
If you guys join, our goal is 1,000 members. We get 1,000 members, any tier. You got $1.99, $4.99, $9.99. I will do this thing full time for you guys. Okay. I will triple, quadruple, and I want to get some of these guys that have been helping me with this channel. I will never forget you guys. Okay. Kick you down with something to help me work, help us work and bring our community better stuff. That's our goal. All right. So that's where if you guys could become members, that'd be amazing. If you can't,
can I mention, not only am I a panelist, but I'm also a member.
Yeah.
And I was a panelist before I was a member, mind you. He didn't bring me on just because I paid him.
Jeffrey, go ahead, and then we got to move on to the next topic.
So this is from Deadline in May 2008. Iron Man, the $140 million production, self-financed by Marvel, was also distributor Paramount's biggest live-action opening of all time. So this is this is almost 12 years ago. So that now, let me just say that's $140 million probably before the print and advertising budget, just as $100 million was the cited budget for Shazam before print and advertising. Now, when you have a major tentpole like that, especially like for a superhero movie, those P&A budgets are huge, like they're enormous. Like they could be another $50 to $100 million. So just saying, these are the figures that were reported by legitimate trades.
Awesome. All right, on to our next topic. We got Tyler M, Lunga, Popcorn Planet shout out, and we need DC Dark characters. Yeah, man. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit after we get through our topics, a little bit more, if you don't mind, Lunga, and the rest of the panel. So we could just, we will just throw the format out the window. Okay, so here's the deal. Today, there was a trailer released for what they're calling the Saved by the Bell, reboot, but it's not a reboot. It's a sequel, right? And let me get this clearer real quick, because I think John and we talked about it. And I sent them one little negative thing I had about the trailer. I'm not going to play it here because it's on Peacock. Universal does not like anyone playing their stuff.
Can you just show a picture of AC Slater shirtless?
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But yeah, he looks like me shirtless. I gotta say.
All right.
And I'll get into that too. Mario Lopez, right? I love that trailer. It looks so much fun. It's so funny. And it's so great because I remember watching that show just like when I was a kid, and just like the goofiness and the lightheartedness and not taking itself serious. The trailer did remind me of that, and Mario Lopez looks great, man, and stuff. So the only thing that what I remember originally watching it as a kid is that Mario Lopez was a Hispanic kid, and I'm not bringing, but they never talked about it unless I missed those episodes. They never really talked about that. In this one, they have there's a scene in the trailer where there's a Latina girl going, that fool white boy or some shit like that. Which is, come on, dude. Come on. It's, you had to go there, bring in the guy's race, and then she's the only,
maybe the character doesn't like white people.
Oh, no, trust me. She'll end up falling in love with him. That's going to be the story arc.
She's going to fall in love with the mayor?
Yeah, I don't know. But outside of that, I really like it. And then I'm going to bring in the other thing because I did express my thoughts to John. And he said, well, I gave Cobra Kai a chance and that was wonderful. And I'm going to say, yeah, John, you're right, man. I think they have an opportunity to prove just like shock the world and be like the next Cobra Kai. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Lunga, let's start with you. What do you are you Saved by the Bell person?
I've watched Saved by the Bell when I was younger. Did not age well.
Man.
No. It's just like when I was younger. I mean, when did it come out? What year did it come out?
89 to 90. 89.
Okay, yeah, that was right during my high school years. Because I graduated in 92. So, I watched it when I was high school. I thought it was fun. It was cool. It reminded me of like, hey, I wish my high school was like this, and this and that, blah, blah. But it's just, it's very dated now. And I mean, they've done other stuff similar to it. I mean, but if you think nowadays people are like into stuff like Riverdale and they don't
I like
this happy-
Riverdale.
Yeah, I hate Riverdale.
But but Cobra Kai proves you could stay true to old school.
Yeah,
and
but
bring-
Cobra Kai though is aware of itself, and it
so is this. Come
mocks
on.
it mocks itself.
So does this.
This one's kind of making
Mario
fun of
Lopez,
itself.
which
Especially
means,
AC Slater is making fun of like getting
Yeah.
the hot chick.
I dated your mom when I was in.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you see the trailer?
It's just
Maybe the jokes is different for you.
no. It's not that. It's not that. I mean, I'm saying it's just. I don't know. I just do not. For example, for me, let's put it this way: the Karate Kid to me was more of an iconic series and movies than this show. Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell wasn't.
I'll agree
as
with you, yeah.
important it wasn't as important to popular culture as Karate Kid was, and so that's why to me it's just like meh. You know,
Karate
It's
Kid
just
was directed by the same director, I believe, as Rocky. So that's how.
okay.
That's how good it is. No, but I mean that's how.
Oh, Karate Kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
that's
but-
what I'm saying is when you look at Karate Kid, you're like Academy Award nomination for Mr. Miyagi, geez, what's his name?
Pat
Morita.
Pat
Pat
Morita,
Morita.
yeah.
Yeah. Man, and I wonder what he would have thought of this show, man. I mean, to be gone and then like if you these it's kind of, I don't know if this is kind of dumb, but do you ever wonder what like those actors, like, man, so many years later you're being appreciated on a show where like people that didn't even exist
Yeah.
were born? That's
well,
kind
remember
of
Pat Morita also. I mean, he was a popular icon in the 70s. He was on Happy Days. I mean, he was, so, I mean, he was 80s even actually, really, because Al was when they first started, right? And then Pat Morita came in afterwards.
And then Jeffrey, what are your thoughts of it? Did you see the trailer? Are you a fan?
I'm never gonna watch this. I was only a passing fan of the original series. Like I never kept up with it. Like I would watch it when it was on. I was never that big of a fan. I think this is right up your alley though, Lewis, because it looks like it's cut from a similar cloth as the whole Cobra Kai thing. So I think it's tailor-made for someone like you.
That sounded like a shot, Lewis.
It's okay. Hey, if the biggest insult Jeffrey's gonna give me today is that you're a fan of Saved by
Hold
the
on.
Bell,
Hold
I'll
on.
take that.
We got here. This is how we determine if it's a shot or not.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character in Saved by the Bell?
Me?
Yeah.
Mario Lopez, man.
Okay, cool. You're good. Fine.
All
If you were gonna say Screech, then we're like, okay, hold on, Jeffrey may have a point.
I got a couple things to bring up about Screech and Mario Lopez. I don't know. Okay, so John, what are your thoughts?
I would be more in the same line as Lunga with just Karate Kid, Saved by the Bell. Karate Kid's iconic movie. Saved by the Bell is something you watch as a kid, but when I'm trying to think back of what happened, the only thing I can remember is just that music, that one song they did together, and just Zach Morris always freezing time, and everyone's breaking the fourth wall. But other than that, I don't really remember much else about the show other than AC Slater. He's always buff.
Yeah, what Brian said. Tiffany Thiessen is still fine as fuck, which I have to
Tiffany.
because that was my favorite character on the show.
Oh yeah, I think she wore a bikini in one of the episodes, I think, and I was like, holy man.
Hey man, they were supposed to be my age. I was in high school. She was hot. Okay, so I was just like,
Were they really in high school though? No.
Yeah, they were. And Saved by the Bell, they were in high school.
Okay. Well, whatever. Listen, so Screech, he's a professional martial artist. Remember, he was in that
Dustin Diamond.
Oh, they were in that thing. Was it the Hollywood fights they used to have on Channel 11?
Was
Yeah,
he?
I thought he got his ass kicked in that.
I think he beat the guy up.
Did he?
Was it like
I
a
don't
celebrity
think so.
boxing?
Celebrity boxing, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but he's got his own issues.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen was on White Collar. That was a good show.
Yeah.
For a while, USA Network had some good shows on it.
USA was really, really good. It was really, I gotta
Monk?
agree there.
Monk.
I feel that time is sort of past. I
Yeah.
think they're not. There was like
They're
this
not-
period from like 05, 2015. They had like just solid shows.
Yeah. And also I have a story when I used to go boxing a lot here in Burbank. Mario Lopez walks in. It was at what was the name? Something I forgot, Brooklyn Boxing or whatever. And we're doing our class, you know. And then my class, no punching or no fighting people. I didn't like to fight people because shit, some of those guys hit too hard, right? So it was just for cardio. And then Mario Lopez walks in. He gets in he starts putting on this mask, you know, this headgear, you know, oiling his face up, puts on the gloves, gets in with another guy that looks like all messed up with all his, you know, his eyebrows are low, his chin's all messed up, his nose is like flatter than mine. and then, you know, I'm doing my class. He's sparring the guy, and it looks real light, you know, real light. Blah, blah, blah. An hour and a half later, my class is done. Mario Lopez gets off, you know. He's just sparring for an hour and a half. He stands next to me. He starts taking off his gear. Dude, the guy has one eyeball like this. And I'm like, because I used to talk to him. I'm like, hey, bro. He's like, yeah. I look at the other guy. The other guy has like a cut from here to here. And I go, hey, Mario, I don't know if you remember me. I interviewed you once over there at B100 over here in LA. And he goes, yeah, man, that's why you look familiar to me. And I go, people don't understand. I go, you're not just a pretty boy. You kick people's ass, right? Because he's fucking ripped. And he goes, yeah, man, could you please tell people that? Because they think I'm a pretty boy. The guy's ripped, man. Like, but he was known as a gym rat. Right. Gym rats, if you don't know, is someone who stays there and doesn't leave. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
If things went differently, he might have been able to become like a pro boxer.
He's actually been called out. The problem is it's all about being in shape, because if you get hit in the face too much, they're not going to get acting. He's got to protect his face. Super chat, Brian Hill, Master of None. What's up? Okay, so you're the one with the Tiffany comment that she's fine as F. Yes, we agree.
Fun little fact, and it's just completely coincidental.
Yes,
the suburb of Chicago that I was born and raised in and lived my whole life until I was like 19 and moved out is Burbank, Illinois.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I do notice that streets are. Cities and streets, they have the same names.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird, right? Glendale, Arizona. It's like, dude,
and the funny thing about your Burbank is when I was a kid and I watched Johnny Carson and it was announced from the studios in Burbank. I'm like, they're here. When I was a little kid, I'm like, they're here. I'm like, they're here. No, it's another Burbank. I'm like,
where is it? I can't find this building.
Yeah, I'm like, there's another Burbank.
I was like searching Tiffany just to see how she looks like now, and then other pictures popped up. I was like, holy shit. Wow. I did not know she had nudie photos.
John's in the dark web. He's in the dark web.
I knew what's her name. The other one had, you know, she was like in who was the other actress? Curly hair. I forgot her name.
Elizabeth.
So just a real quick.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Sorry to interrupt you guys, but Tony Robinson has been on this show a lot, and he's always supportive, and I just deputized them to moderator. What's up? Guys that are moderators, please take my lead. Do not delete anyone just because they disagree. Sometimes it's a misunderstanding. Just because they disagree with us, that's fair game. Leave them on. If they hate what we're talking about and they're consistently saying it, leave them on. Wait till we ask you to take it out. If you're a racist a-ho, out. Bad words, out. Sexist, out. All that crap, out of this community. Personal insults. Did I say that right?
Insults, yeah.
Too much coffee tonight.
Depends on what it is.
Right? I mean, yeah, because there's a little bit. I do encourage people to disagree with us on the panel, especially with Lunga, because that dude, man, he gets everything fucking wrong. So
all the time, all the fucking time, like choosing to be on this fucking show every night.
Elizabeth Berkley as Jessica from
Elizabeth Berkley. And she was in that Showgirls. They made that big deal. Yeah, they made a big deal about that because she did
one of the best movies of all time.
She did that not long after Saved by the Bell, and I'm like, oh, she grew up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, she was actually grown up already. She wasn't actually a teenager. Yeah, sorry to burst your bubble.
Same director as RoboCop.
Paul Verhoeven?
Showgirls.
You did Showgirls?
Paul Verhoeven, yeah.
Wow. I need to watch. I never watched Showgirls, so I'm expecting lots of bloody violence.
All right. Well, Tony Robinson says thank you. We appreciate you, man. Thanks. Welcome to the team and stuff like that. Sorry, I was just looking through the chats. And if you guys have something interesting you want to share and I didn't see it, feel free to ask it maybe a couple times, because sometimes the thing's like really going fast, and it's not that we're ignoring you, but sometimes the stuff is very difficult to catch.
Now that you're getting popular,
I thought it was you. You're bringing the people.
I can bring in my comments.
Silent. All right, I want to talk about something here. I want to talk about, and I know you guys have topics here. Let me see. Okay, I think these images of Wonder Woman that were just released today. Let me get everyone right here. Let me get this comment out.
This was out a while ago, wasn't it?
There's new ones. I think, yeah, I think Empire.
You showed that. You showed that. Oh, that's new. Okay.
Okay. So listen, before I want to ask what you guys think. You don't have to agree with me again in the comments and everything. This freaking looks awesome to me. I mean,
oh wow,
awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. What I see in this picture, I see a little bit of especially here, right here. Let me see if they have that picture. There's another picture with well, anyways, this seems like it could be like the scene from X-Men 2 with Nightcrawler, right? In the White House. It could be something like that. Now, there was a debate on the internet by another YouTuber. I'm not going to name her. And
I already know who you're talking about.
No, and I like her. You know that. You know, I like her the way she delivers and stuff, but it's like some stuff is off, in my opinion. Gail, the way they're posing, right? There was an issue with the way they're posing. And for me, this is so powerful because we know the power and the magic of the magic lasso, right? And we see Diana pulling with all her might. And Cheetah, that's what their complaint was. Oh, she's standing wrong. She doesn't know how to stand. Bro, this right here, to me, is Cheetah taunting Diana. Like, F you. Come on, right? That's what I'm getting out of it. The movie could be different, right? I could be wrong. But that looks awesome. Lunga, what do you think?
I agree completely. I'm trying to find a damn article. I see the older articles, but I can't find it because I wanted to see a more closer picture of it. Yeah. I mean, she is taunting her. That literally looks like Diana threw it at her and she just fucking caught it.
Yeah, like this ain't gonna do jack to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Type of thing.
I can see where the people would have issue with that because I'm looking at it. Yeah, she's taunting, but with someone like another actress that can just show off how powerful she is with strength, she'll be like, get this out of here. But here's like, I'm going to try to taunt you, but this is my best taunt form I have.
We see Diana, we see Wonder Woman staring her in the eye, and we see, I don't know if you guys can see this picture. It's far away, right? It's small.
Why can I not find this article?
Can you zoom in?
Empire. I'm trying.
I'm on Empire, but I see the one from 7 days ago. But I'm not seeing.
And we see Wonder Woman. She's pulling as hard as she can, like with all her might. Remember, the Man of Steel was kind of he wobbled that lasso wobbled him.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a very powerful shot. I hate to ask, but Jeffrey, what do you think?
I don't see anything particularly wrong with it. I think getting worked up about this photo is sort of silly because it's a photo still, and there's a chance that the angle and the shot won't even look like this in the final product.
Okay, Jeffrey, let me rephrase the entire thing to you, okay? On the left side, forget it's Wonder Woman, it's Iron Man, okay? And on the right side, it's Spider-Man. Now, Is it a good image?
I didn't say it was a bad image before.
Wonder Woman's Kevin Feige with a Marvel
I don't think it's a bad image either way, Lewis.
All right.
I feel like you were trying to bait me there or something. I don't.
Yeah, I was.
I don't see anything particularly off about the way they're standing or
it looks awesome. Oh, okay, I know.
I don't know what Grace Randolph is upset about.
I didn't say her.
Is that what we're talking about?
I know someone got upset in Justice League because it looked like Wonder Woman was like heavy breathing once and thought like they made Wonder Woman like too lustful or too sexual.
Real quick, what's up,
But whatever.
Robin? Bring in the super chat.
I didn't
Yeah.
agree with that then either.
Cheetah has superhuman strength, and Wonder Woman's ongoing is on
And
Wonder Woman's
she-
ongoing foe, almost like the Joker to Batman. Correct.
Well, even more, because what people forget is Cheetah is also supernatural, and there was a curse, a supernatural curse and stuff from like some ancient gods and stuff like that involved too. So she's kind of in a different set of gods, antithesis to Wonder Woman. You see what I'm saying? So there's other stuff involved there. She's not just a woman in a cheetah costume. It's not, how it works. I mean, she was in the early days.
She even going to
like in the
have a
40s.
cheetah costume?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
She doesn't look like she's in a costume in that.
Unfortunately, the
I mean,
answer is
we're
out
not
there.
we're not
That is
watching.
a costume, Jeffrey.
We're not
She's wearing
watching.
pants.
We're not watching Iron Fist, Jeffrey. This is Wonder Woman.
Why are you being so touchy?
Well, Jeffrey,
You don't want to be
can't-
touchy because the picture says
can't-
"Goat in touch."
I
I
want to
can't
see.
touch
I want to
you
see
through
Kristen
the
Wiig.
internet.
I want to see Kristen Wiig in like a cheetah ensemble.
But not yet. Wait till the movie, right?
Yeah.
Is that bad?
I mean,
You
I'm
want
just
it
saying
now?
I would like to see that. I'm not saying
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
not saying it's
they're gonna
bad
have
that
her
we
in
aren't
that
seeing it
outfit.
now. Yeah, I hope we see her in like a cool cheetah costume.
Here, just
I think-
I'll this reading explains Cheetah better to most people. And again, in the newer iteration, she's not even a costume; it's her skin. That's what it's like actually her skin. She has
That's what I
spots.
mean. That's what I mean. I want to see her like.
Right. Well, they're
become,
not
like,
going to release that yet because they're going to transform her. That's probably going to be the reveal. So, and I'm sure Patty, figured out how angry. The one thing people were upset about with Wonder Woman is how badly portrayed Ares was. So they're going to most likely want to do a better thing with this. But Minerva was cursed by an ancient African god named Ertzkertanga. When she sought him out, he condemned her to transform into a beastly human cheetah hybrid. Whenever the moon was full, she became obsessed with procuring Diana's magic lasso for herself. I pretty much knew that, but reading it says
That's
it a lot
post
better.
crisis. That's post crisis.
You're right. Post crisis. Right. Correct. Early pre crisis, she was just a woman in a cheetah costume. That's why I said earlier on.
So I have a question. When pre-crisis, she's just in a costume. Is she still powerful? As powerful as Wonder Woman?
I mean, let's be fair. I mean, Superman wasn't in the early days. If you're talking about the 40s and the 50s, was Superman fighting really that many superpowered people either? No, he wasn't.
No.
So they all.
There were actually multiple cheetahs in pre-crisis. There was Barbara
Yeah,
Ann
definitely.
Minerva.
But we're talking
Sebastian
movies in 2020. So we're doing
Alessestros.
everything is post-crisis, Jeffrey. It's everything is post-crisis in the movies. Let's just be fair.
That's why I like what they did with Wonder Woman,
Not
where they made you
necessarily.
believe that Wonder Woman was the just made out of clay. And then when you watch to the end, they explain more. It's like, oh, that's not really it. You're really the daughter of Zeus. It's like, oh, I thought that was cool.
She was still made of clay.
But I mean, if we're going to argue comic logic, let's be fair. I mean, Lex Luthor was his biggest villain, and yes, we know nowadays when we're more involved in the comics and his power is his mind and how smart he is. In the 40s and the 50s, he just fucking outsmarted him sometimes. That's comic book fucking logic, dude. Okay, people with no powers sometimes.
And in the
somehow-
40s and 50s, Superman often did terrible things to Lois to teach her a lesson that you could not get away with today.
There's a lot of
Okay.
BS from back.
I don't know
then.
if I would describe it that way, but okay.
There's a lot
Robin
of stuff
says,
that they do in the past that you can't get away with now, like the first issue of Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Robin also shares with us. I have a feeling that Christian Wiig's Cheetah will take the back seat to Lord's character, and I will only become Cheetah a third of the way into the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
I can see
she
that,
is-
yeah.
she is-
You know
she
what?
is being manipulated by Maxwell Lord.
Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord is pitch perfect casting, by the way.
Actually, it's not. I think it's horrible casting. I love Pedro
Wow.
Pascal. Don't get me wrong. I love Pedro Pascal, but it's
Okay.
horrible casting. He looks
Well,
so
considering-
stupid. He looks stupid in that wig.
Ooh.
He looks doesn't
It's not a
fit.
wig, man.
Well,
It's a wig.
I think
Considering-
it's a whole 80s look.
Considering
bad.
that Jay Baruchel was once cast as Maxwell Lord in a Justice League movie, I think we've upgraded a little bit to Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord.
Wait, whose idea was that? Like
George Miller.
George Miller? It could be good. George Miller.
Yeah. It seems off for Pedro Pascal. We'll see. Maybe he'll surprise me.
Hey, listen.
It just seems off for him.
I'm not trying to, man. I gotta say, I'm as excited about this movie as I'm Superman. To me, this is replacing my Superman hype because there's no Superman, and I think Wonder Woman has replaced Superman for now.
Yeah,
and
I mean, don't get me wrong.
That's how excited I'm out for this.
I'm super stoked to see it too.
Yeah. And I think they probably beefed it up too with the delays and everything. I mean, this could be like the shit, dude. Like really. John, I didn't hear. Did you like that image?
Wonder Woman looks badass in that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks badass.
Yeah,
it looks very badass.
Okay, it's got the pose down.
Yeah. Let's go to our next topic.
Who said the pose was bad? Is this what I want to know?
No, I said the pose was bad for Kristen Wiig.
No, who was the other YouTuber? Was it Grace Randolph?
Maybe.
Who are you talking about? Who is this Grace Randolph you speak of?
We don't know.
Was it John Campea?
No. Who's John Campea?
Well, unless you think Campea changed his pronouns recently. No, obviously it's not John Campea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying those are the only two prominent YouTubers I've seen who have been critical of Gal Gadot before.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot.
Gail Gadot.
Gail Gadot. Jesus Christ!
I hear her when I heard her say it. She said, "I'm Gail Gadot." That's what I heard. So
that's what she said.
Because she's Israeli, so I guess that makes sense.
I just pronounce it like
the American way.
I actually studied the way she says it, and then I just go Gail Gadot. So then I'm just like Gail Gadot. So I just repeated it like 10 times.
But you don't say it like she says it.
Gail Gadot. That's where she said, "Hey, this is Gail Gadot."
It doesn't sound right coming out of your mouth.
I practiced it 100 times
in the mirror.
Do it another 100. Do it another 100 times.
I wanted to add that. Gail Gadot, would you marry me? Gail Gadot, would you marry me? See, Gail Gadot,
because you usually speak to women by their first and last name.
Hey, Gail Gadot, would you marry me? Well, she doesn't know me much. I figure we get to know each other, after we're married. Just being silly, people.
Silly.
Okay. Here's another topic. I'm gonna throw at you guys. And I know you guys have some you want to share as well, right? All right. It's been the theory that Comic-Con is not going to happen this year has been being reported. There's really nothing officially from Comic-Con, but I'm going to guess it's not going to happen, even if the virus died in a minute or tomorrow. And I think the big reason is because there's no way for those stores, those booths that rent there to grab product from China because it's all closed. And also, well, just to reiterate, a lot of that product is coming from China. So a lot of the statues and stuff we buy as nerds. And there's no distribution of comics. They've stopped distributing comics. So the comic book stores will not have anything new. And a lot of the dealers, the stores there are going to be screwed. So that's what I'm saying. Why it probably 100% it can't happen at all, right? But the thing is, people are throwing around the idea of making it on the internet. Like it's time for Comic-Con to go on the internet. Here's my opinion, but I want to know what you guys think. We're on the internet too much. And the whole idea is to go out, it's summer, and let's say, people are actually pushing for it to be online. When are we going to interact with people? I'm saying virus aside, forget everything, right? Forget we're the quarantine. It's a chance to go out and meet people from Chicago, from New York, from wherever, and interact with them and see the product in your hand and not being, even though we're still on the phone over there, but not being constantly like this. You know what I mean? On the phone or on the internet streaming like we are. Bad examples. So I think I don't like it. I don't like the cons to go exclusively viral. I mean, on the internet, right? I think Comic-Con's about people. Am I wrong? John, let's start with you.
You're definitely wrong. It's all about the internet. The internet's the future. No, I feel the same way as you do. Like I do miss being at a convention with people, just talking. And Louis, your background, you're at Frankincense. You're dealing with people. It's like that exchange. It's magical, and you get to see fellow nerds interact with each other, and instead of just nerds fighting online in some forum or on Twitter.
Right. Lunga?
I just don't see. Here's the thing. Do I think going online is something that should or could happen? Yeah, I don't see why not. Let it go. There'll be people who might enjoy it, and there's a lot of younger people, especially younger people, that are online all the time. So let them enjoy it, and if they want to do it. Personally, I mean, what are you really going to get out of it online? Going to get Hall H panels. You know what I mean?
It's not the same.
But that's about it. And because to be honest with you, I know you don't like the cosplayers, but if I go to a convention, it's usually not like the panels. I really don't care about the panels so much. I go to a convention to walk around, see the booths, see the things that people are selling, see the nifty things I may not see other places, and the cosplayers and the people. The panels are not that big of a deal to me. It's like those I can watch those on YouTube later or wherever. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like I don't really care about it that much. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get something straight.
I'm in the audience, close proximity to someone I like. No, I don't give a shit.
No, but I can meet with you, for example. You know what I mean? At Comic-Con, like meeting with you finally at Comic-Con.
Right. Awesome. That's what I'm saying. You can meet people, friends. It's more of that's what's fun. So like with the online, you do lose that. But again, they still should do it because there's people that enjoy that and might want to see those and have that experience online. Why not? But
let me clear something up too, because I noticed now that we're getting a little bit more traction here, which I'm grateful for on Nerd Report. What comes out of our mouths is important, what we say and don't say. So to be clear, what Lunga said about me not liking cosplayers, I do like cosplayers a lot, but I like people who work on their outfits, and doesn't have to be screen accurate, but I do appreciate them if they want to invent their own thing, amazing. But a guy walking around in a thong that has the logo of Batwoman or Batman on it, that's not cosplay, right? And also that's just attention grabber. And I'm talking about a lot of people do that. Or I'm walking in my underwear, but hey, look, I got there's a Funko Pop on each boob. That's not cosplay. All right. To me, that's not, hey, maybe it's for you. I don't care. And there's a lot of people at Comic-Con. It's hard to walk around, and these guys are taking pictures of, I hate to say it, girls. Where are those pictures going? And they're causing all this traffic to get to places and stuff. It's like, come on. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah. And just so everyone knows, that's what I meant by when I say he doesn't like customers. I don't mean he doesn't like the people. He's just cosplaying to him is like a meh part of the conventions. He really doesn't.
Because it's become more like less, it's become very self-centered, a lot of that community. If I get a backlash for saying that, I don't care. It's the truth.
There's people that make a living off it. They're on, and so I can understand it. But is it any different than YouTube personalities if you think about it?
Well, it's not. I don't feel it's fair that the cosplayer who made an awesome outfit doesn't get attention, but the one in a bikini does. That bought it.
It's because,
but you could look at that literally across any spectrum, any business, any location.
Sure,
that is true. Just about. Look at YouTube.
Sure.
Look at Twitch.
But I'm not going to support it. I'm going to try. I'm going to do my little part, and not support it. And my part's maybe nothing, but
you're going to be supporting it because I'm wearing a thong right now.
Oh my God! There goes all my memberships.
Me as a guy, do I like seeing the girls dressed? Sure, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, but here's the thing. And with C2E2, you know who I took a picture with? A guy in a giant blow up fucking Pikachu costume. That's what I took a video with. You know what I mean? So it's like, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the amateur ones, the ones that aren't really, they just like literally bought like a spandex costume off of Amazon or something. You know what I mean? They're doing it because they want to be part of the fun. And that's what it's supposed to be about, is just to be part of fun. It's like not, oh, your costume sucks. No, that's not what cosplay is supposed to be.
And there's this other weird thing too, where a lot of, there's a few set rules that the community has, and one of them is have fun. That's what matters, and that's awesome, right? That's like you've heard that, right? It's awesome, have fun. But then they look down on people who buy their outfits.
Yeah, well, it's just like every community. They have their infighting. There's a part of the community that says, listen, people can cosplay as whoever they want. They're supposed to be fun. It's who they love. And that's the people in the community. But then there's other people in the community saying, no, you don't look the part. No, you're not tall enough. No, you're not thin enough. You're not this, you're that. It's like, dude, it's supposed to be fun. That's the whole point of it. Just like karaoke. When people complain, that's what the Japanese get it. Like here in America, when people go karaoke and they suck, oh, get off there, you suck. It's like, dude, that's the whole fucking point of karaoke. These people is just, the Japanese go up there and screech. They don't give a shit. The whole point of it is just to have fun. It's not about your professional singer. You know what I mean? It's to have fun. Same thing with cosplay. It's not. Now, some people like to go above and beyond and make great stuff, and it's cool. It's cool to see. But
very cool.
But it doesn't mean, the other ones should be ostracized.
Real quick before I ask Jeffrey's opinion, it's funny you said that about having fun and Japanese and karaoke. I was watching a documentary. If you guys don't know, I love house music, and it's from Chicago, as a matter of fact, the birthplace. So a lot of those people that were producing that music, they weren't popular in the States, but they were being called to Europe, right? And then I remember one producer, African-American guy, is like, dude, they call me to England, and it's like, they don't have black people over there. And he goes over there, it's all white people. And he goes, man, they sure can't dance like they do in America. They cannot dance. They suck at dancing, but they were having fucking fun. And they loved his music. So that was something like what Lunga just said, right? About having fun. But anyways, that's besides the point. Jeffrey, what do you think? Should everything go viral? I mean, not viral, on the internet?
Virtual,
yeah.
If I can talk, because I was quiet that whole time to let you guys talk about this.
Yeah.
You are wrong, Lewis. Because you can't overlook the fact that we're in the middle of a shutdown and pandemic right now. Because chances are San Diego, it hasn't been canceled yet, but the chances are it probably will be canceled. And this is not San Diego, but LA Mayor Eric Garcetti said the city may not authorize large events such as concerts, sporting events, and movie premieres until 2021, mid 2021. Now that's Los Angeles. San Diego might be a different story. Now I am saying I plan on going out and going to conventions and events as soon as we get a legitimate all clear and I feel like it's reasonably safe to start going out again. Right now it's not. And there is nothing wrong with the idea of having some virtual events. I'm not talking of like, you don't have to do the whole Comic-Con, but like you can do like you can do virtual panels. You can do, Funko has been doing online virtual sales for exclusives because they didn't have Emerald City Comic-Con. You can do things for exclusive items. And yeah, I would prefer to go there in person and to look and touch everything and get I like to see everything up close. I prefer to buy everything in hand first because that way I can see what I'm buying. I prefer that over digital buying. But this is just sort of this, we have to deal with the cards that we're dealt. This is the situation we're in right now. I don't want to say this is the new normal, but this is sort of a tough situation. And if there's a way where we can come together and enjoy some, maybe not Comic-Con, but some Comic-Con-like events digitally, I think that would be a good idea. And if the studios want to come together and do some small-scale panels, some reveals, and if companies like Funko want to do some online events and do some online exclusive sales of events they were normally going to sell at Comic-Con, I totally and fully support that. Thank you.
Cool, but what part am I wrong about? I said if we weren't in this mess, right? Didn't I say that?
Yeah. You did.
You're saying we're on the internet too much.
You don't agree we're on the internet too much?
I mean, look, if we're in you seem to be against the idea of doing Comic-Con virtually, is what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, it's just one event. We could, a couple events a year we could have where we could meet up with people.
Okay, but I don't think we can have that event this year, Lewis. It doesn't look good. So what do you say to that? It's not. I
said the scenario I placed before I talked about anything said there was no virus.
Okay, but there is a virus, and we're in a countrywide shutdown. So
yeah, but I'm
saying overlook that.
What?
No, we can. It's just a what if scenario. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a what if.
I mean, what if the
Jeffrey-
dinosaurs were still alive?
That's not the topic now.
Well, if the dinosaurs were alive,
what if
then we'd be
wishes
in
were
cages
fishes?
because we'd be their pets.
All right,
What if
let's talk
wishes
about
were fishes?
dinosaurs. Let's talk about dinosaurs. Let's do it.
All right, guys. Do you guys have any other topics? Feel free to come in the comments or in the panel. Lunga, you have
Can we-
anything else?
No, but why are we going to talk about dinosaurs? Remember, they did have it on a whiteboard for the Star Wars books for High Republic.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Apparently, there's been dinosaurs in Star Wars before.
Well, yeah, the Mandalorians rode mythosaurs.
Okay. But does dinosaur is it exclusive to Earth?
No, and just because they put and it's something people didn't get, just because they put the word dinosaur up there didn't literally mean like there's gonna be a T-Rex like stomping through Coruscant or something. It's not Jurassic World on Coruscant. Dinosaurs mean.
But could I ask you a question, Lunga?
Yeah.
Why couldn't there be? There was a wolfman inside the cantina.
Hold on, I'm not saying there could be. I'm in favor of it. I'm not saying they shouldn't have dinosaurs. I was picking fun of people who were upset that
One definition of a dinosaur is a person or thing that is outdated or has become obsolete because of failure to adapt to changing circumstances. So that can broadly define a lot of creatures that are probably extinct now in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, you're right. It was 7 minutes actually, Chile. But just kidding. Do you guys want to? John, do you have any other topic?
Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto 6.
Let's do it.
It's it's like a rumor that Part 6 is coming out. It may be happening, but they're like in the early stages, and their Rockstar is really taking their sweet ass time, and people are believing that it's the whole crunch culture where they got hit by articles like, oh, crunch culture. So now I think Rockstar is taking their time, making sure the game is good, but not rushing everyone, so that it's going to take longer until we see the next game.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you play
you should take your time with game development.
Yeah. The problem is we see these trailers so early when they used to have E3 and then they don't come out until like 5 years later. You're like, what?
A great example of that is Cyberpunk 2077. Like the first trailer came out like years ago.
2013.
Yeah, now it's going to come out this year.
So we're just like freelancing it. So if you guys want to just bring up any topic, that's cool, and we'll be on for a little bit. So Brian Hill does not want to see you in a thong, John, and we don't want to do it. Yeah, we don't want to see it either.
Only Mandy wants to see that. So when you
maybe you'll see it this Saturday.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna pay attention to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not even looking at anything else.
I'm gonna hack your account and then try to add that.
You guys heard it here. If I get hacked, you know who did it. All right. You know who did it.
Madden says Nerd Report play Capone trailer.
Mandy shows
Oh yeah, we forgot about put Capone. Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, Mandy, pull up Mandy's.
Mandy shows up right on time. Thank you, Mandy.
Wait, what are we doing? Get me in on it. I
The
don't know
most
what's going
recent
on.
comment.
The last comment by Mandy.
The last
G.
comment.
This is when you could tell Lewis is not paying attention to his own stream because you and me, John, had a whole conversation.
Wait a minute, guys.
And he was
I'm
looking at the screen.
comments, trying to go down them so I catch as many people as I can because I want everybody to have their time here.
This is
as many people as possible. At least.
What are you looking at? Comments from like 20 minutes ago?
Yes, I'm behind. I got to go through. I can't just like stop you guys in the middle of a thought.
John, you see what happens when Robert's not on the stream.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I just want to say real quick that Robert was invited to the stream, and I just want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with him. He had someone, some tragedy in his family, and I just want to say that brother, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Okay. All right. So put it out there, man. Good energy, positive energy,
positive vibes.
Yeah. So Mandy, is she a friend of yours, John?
No, she's no, we're friends now. Yeah, but she's super cool.
Oh,
Yeah. She's a subscriber.
she should work for Nerd Reactor. She's a Nerd Reactor friend.
She's gonna help out.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Look at her
Mandy's
response.
cool people.
Thanks.
What was it? Someone mentioned what was it? Yeah, Capone. That trailer just came out today with Tom Hardy playing Capone, and I don't know if you guys seen the trailer yet.
Well, no, but I don't want to put. I'm doing an experiment because I've been demonetized every single live stream, and I want to see is it because I played a trailer in here? Is it because Lunga's in here? I don't know.
It's because of me. It's because of me. It's funny he says he doesn't know because I think it does highlight. Doesn't it highlight the part?
It doesn't. It just says no, not suitable. But maybe you're right.
That's only the copyright claim.
Should I play it?
No, you don't. No, you don't have to play it.
Yeah. One thing I do want to talk about before I forget, John and I we were talking earlier about Cobra Kai, and let me get to the super chat real quick. Before I do that, Capone looks like Penguin movie. Really? Now I'm curious. Thanks for the super chat, brother.
I'll agree. Penguin. Yeah.
So we were talking about Cobra Kai earlier, right? And Mr. Miyagi and stuff. And we're gonna do. The reason I'm bringing this up, it's all tied into your watch along party this Saturday, correct? John,
what's going on?
Are we doing a watch along party?
yes, we are.
What
I'm trying to
movie
promote your channel, John. Pay attention.
What movie is it?
The movie that we're going to be watching this Saturday is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the 90s version. 1990.
Now,
The
I
OG.
love that movie.
The
I
OG.
love that movie. And
I love it too.
Two things. I think they took some of the especially with Splinter, like they took Mr. Miyagi, a lot of Mr. Miyagi influence in there, I thought. And also, considering that's only a year apart from Batman 1989, Ninja Turtles is way superior. It blows away Tim Burton's Batman. I mean, everything, dude. It's so much heart in that movie. But I want you guys, if you guys haven't seen that, head over to Nerd Reactor on Saturday. And
8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, we'll be there. Check it out. Lunga's going to be there.
Yep, I'm going to be there.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Shameless plug time. All right. We're going to get going. Lunga, you first.
My channel is, as it says here, underneath Lewis's Nerd Report banner, says the Great Council. That's my channel there. Come sub it over on YouTube, The Great Council. Also, I am on Twitch, trying to grow there for gaming and other stuff as well. At Darth Daily Lunga on Twitch. And my book, Souls of Magic's Dawn, is available on Amazon. So check it out if you're a fan of fantasy.
Jeffrey?
You can check me out on Twitter at Wheeljack83. My articles and reviews are available on 411mania.com. My podcast is the 411 Wrestling Interviews Podcast. You can listen to it on the 411 Mania YouTube channel, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, and Transistor. My latest interview is WWE Hall of Famer, good old JR, Jim Ross.
Nice. Kicking ass over there, Jeffrey. John?
You can check me out this Saturday, Stream Junkies, as we watch Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow. Wow. How dare you?
Is that it, John?
Slander. How dare you slander our show like that?
John, you hijacked your own plug, man. That's it?
No, Saved by the Bell.
All right. Sounds good. We're going to do that? All right. My name is Louis Lecca. I go by Nerd Lecca on social media, such as Twitter and Instagram. So check that out. I'm also on this channel, the Nerd Report, not the Nerd Report. And I'll be back tomorrow with no more Snyder news, hopefully.